What is up, YouTube? This is Asian with Cards, and today I'm going to profile my second place locals Mimighoul deck profile. I just came back from locals like 10 minutes ago, and I happened to get second place. There was like 30 some people there, so not too big of a local, but yeah, I played this deck. I played pretty much all meta ish decks. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And my prize of packs, I did get this ugly Phantom Bell. Looks very ugly. So yeah. And before I get started with the deck, I just want to say I'm not talking too loud because I have people sleeping in my house, and yeah, and I have cats around, so if you hear any random noises, that's what that is. And yeah, we'll get on with the deck profile. It is 44 cards, and I'll explain the 4 cards that like a little 4-card engine that you guys could take out if you want to. Yeah, so without further ado, I'll get on with the Mimighoul monsters / like Mimighoul spell traps, triple dragon, and triple Archfiend. These are the mandatory 3-ofs in like every list you see. They're just really good. This one flips any monster your opponent controls face up. So mainly like your Mimighouls that you give to your opponent, you can flip up with this. And then in my opinion, this is the best flip effect to give you a draw card, and then your opponent has to pitch a card. Depending on the matchup, it can be kind of weird because they might discard something that they actually like. But in most cases, they'll just be down a card, and then being able to like talent something away from their hand too. Yeah, pretty good. And also if they hand trap you somewhere too, they just lose cards. So that's it for the mandatory 3-ofs in my opinion. And one of my 3-ofs that I choose to play is 3 Fairy. I like triple Fairy just because it's a free extender. It's special. Its flip effect is pretty good against Voiceless Voice, which I haven't played too much of. IRL included, and also like online. So yeah, can't really say about that matchup, but in theory it sounds pretty good. And against Tenpai also, if they're like saying if they the Kaiman card to like add special, you can like prevent that from using the effect with this. And for the 1-ofs, we have the 1 Master, just the 1-of because we play the Throne, and you don't want to see this card. It's a good normal summon, but the only problem is it's not a level 1, so you can't really combo off with it. And its secondary effect to flip something up is also really good, just so you can like give your opponent something in the room, and then the odd chance that the dungeon doesn't really lock them, you can like flip this that monster up to get a disruption. And the 1 Slime and the 1 Armor, just 2 random extenders. Sometimes the Slime is really good to like get another monster from your deck. But yeah, these are it for the Mimighoul monsters. I'm not playing Cerberus just because it has a worse flip effect, and its extender effect isn't really too good, so that's that. And then for spells, for Mimighouls, I played a triple dungeon. This card's crazy. There were so many games I won with just this card alone, and it's like lock effect. Against Kashtira, I think that was my round 3 opponent. This was just like locked him out of the game because he couldn't normal summon anything with Birth, and then he couldn't attack with his Fenrir. So yeah, it was really good. So hard for them out, and then make sure guy's huge, and then once per turn you get to add. So in the grind game, this card just gives you 3 cards. And the 1 Terraforming just act as a 4th copy. And next we play Mimighoul Maker. This is why Dragon is so good, because Dragon gets with this card, and this card is literally like the freest card. It gets you a monster, gives them a monster, it starts your engine, and also engrave, it can proc your flip effects. So yeah, this card is crazy. Unfortunately, you can get impulsed, but yeah, most of the deck can get impulse. So yeah, and some decks that like the decks that can't play impulse, this deck is definitely better against. And then we play the triple room. I saw people playing 3 or 2 of this card just because it's easily searchable, but I like to open this card just so I don't have to like go through resources to have to end on this, because you always want to end on this in your end board, but I'd rather have it in my hand, so if you get hand trapped along the way, you can just set it and go from there. And lastly, I'm not playing the Fork and Charm. I mean, I don't think anyone plays Charm, but Fork I'm just not a big fan of. Just because you have to play 2 of because of the secondary effect, and most of the time your opponent's not really going to give you a draw 2. They don't mind like flipping their monster up, especially if it's turn 1. So that's that. And for Kashtiras, I think most decks play Kashtira monsters. So oh sorry, hit the camera there. 1 Birth, 1 Fenrir, and 2 Unicorn. I was playing 1 of the field spell, but I took that out to play the other engine I'm playing. But in reality, you could probably play another, or you could play a 5th Kashtira card being the field spell. But yeah, these cards are crazy. Like in a simplified game state, having like these monsters plus your like the room and the dungeon is really good, and they're just big beat sticks. Because the one problem I have with this deck, which is kind of weird because I know the field spell gives them like double attack. But it's hard to like close out games, even though like attacking directly with a giant Mimighoul. So these just give you added pressure, which is really cool. And they're free bodies to go into links. That's that. And then for the 4-card engine that I've seen some people play is the Tenpai package, the 1 Genroku and the 3 Sangen Kaiman. So this, a lot of times in the combo, if you get hand trapped, you have like a level 1 on the field, which sometimes it can be a dragon. So having this coming out as a level 3 tuner to make Herald or to make Seals is really good. So that's why I like this package. And also it baits out hand traps. Like there was one time I got Ash on this because I was going second, and yeah, then I was able to like play from there. So easily sideable, easily cuttable if you want to make this deck 40 cards. But I'm playing it now just because it's a cool engine. And also the deck doesn't have an Omni negate, so being able to make Herald on top of your normal board is pretty cool. And then for going second, hand traps, triple shifter, standard. This card's crazy in any deck that can play it. Triple Ash, triple Imperm for the hand traps. I'm not playing Droll. I was thinking of playing Droll because Droll's really good against most of the format. But I wanted a card that like trades well into boards rather than just like having something like, because your opponent will still be able to sort of play. But I think Droll's more of like a side card for the matchup. And then 2 talents. This card is probably the best deck for talents. Just being able to flip up one of your monsters, get advantage with a free body, and then like ripping a card from your opponent's hand is just crazy. 1 call by, 1 prosperity, and the 1 statue. I saw a lot of people not playing the statue, but that card's like free, especially if you get hand trapped or have an extra body on board. It's really good. So that's that for the main deck. 44 cards. Like I said, you could take out the Tenpai package to make it 40. And for the extra deck, we play the 1 Anima standard, 1 Soul Hat Rabbit standard, SP standard, Seals for the Genroku, Access Code. I really didn't know what to play, so Access Code's going there. Underworld Goddess, 1 Herald for the Genroku. My phone may have cut out there for a little bit, so yeah, sorry guys. But yeah, 1 Throne, and 2 Giant Mimighoul, and Leerless package, and the Downerd, Zeus, and Typhon. So one of the changes I'd make was probably put another Throne. There's sometimes where I would go through the first one and like my opponent would break that board. So just being able to have the second one's pretty good. So that's it for the extra deck, pretty standard. And then side deck, triple Droll, Lightning Storm and Feather Duster for back row removal. And against Cassius is really good too. And for going first, play the 3rd triple tactics talent. Deck lockdown. This card's pretty cool. Pretty cool floodgate. I was thinking I was at 14 cards. So I just do this in there. Double cross out. Because some hand traps can really hurt you. Like Ash sometimes on your throne can hurt. So just having this is really good. And there can anti-spell. And last for the going first cards, just triple Solemn Judgment. This can also be D-Barrier, but I just wanted like a generic like trap card that you can draw with your normal combo to finish off the, like you're going second or going first, just have something to like combat the non-engine that your opponent will probably side in. So hey guys, so my matchups, I think round 1 was against Branded. I had Ash game 1 and 2. Sorry guys, my camera cut out again. I think I ran out of storage, but I deleted some videos. So yeah, I'm going to go over my matchups. You guys can probably end the video here if you just want to see my deck list. But round 1, I played against Branded. I had Ash Blossom games 1 and 2, so that was pretty much a wrap from there. Game 2 was against Centurion. The Room, Dungeon, Lock won me games 1 and 2. And the deck plays around hand traps pretty well, which my opponent had like multiple. And I was able to play through them and just disrupt his turn 1 board. And round 3 was against Kashtira. Game 1 took forever and I ended up losing. And then game 1, I like swiftly beat him, so we went at the time. And he just gave me the win just because he was, I think I was paired down. And then round 2 was against Exodia, which is my good buddy. Shout out to him. But yeah, fun fact, Dragon gets around the Exodia's protection effect because it's technically your opponent's effect. So that's pretty cool against that interaction. I won that game 2-0. And then round 5, I lost to Ubel. I got 2-0 by Ubel, but game 1 was like 20 minutes, and game 2 was like 20 minutes. So we really just grinded back and forth. I'm still learning this deck. So I feel like I could have played around stuff better, because he's been playing this, the guy who I lost to, he got first place at a regional, and he's been playing Yubel forever, so he just knows that, like, the interaction's a lot better than I do. So yeah, with more practice, I'll probably get better with this deck. But overall, yeah, this deck is really cool. I love playing it. Hopefully we get more support in Supreme Darkness. And yeah, I'll continue to post videos about this deck, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Peace.